Okay, hopefully I'll edit this well. I got going and didn't work too well, so I had to come back in the past, and fix something here real quick. So, first of all, we need to make sure that this thing is centered, and I'm not sure that it is. Let's just double check real quick. So I'm going to just do the dimensions here and just check this part right here. That's 0.375, and dimension tool here. I'm thinking that needs to be something different. That's 0.375. So let's try this one right here. Okay, it's centered. That's all I needed there. And then I don't think I got this part centered. Let's double check. So we're going to come down here, tell it centered on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was a problem. And so I'm going to have to change this to be right here. So let me adjust that height. We're going to get rid of this guy right here. And let's see if we can just do it with that cool dimensioning tool. Start from here to that spot right there. And we want this to be 0.498. There we go. Oh, but it moved it over. That's why something weird happened there, didn't it? It's doing something weird. I want to draw a line. Comes from here. Undo. We'll just do a line method then. For some reason, it just moved it. So 0.498. Like that. Get this guy here and move it down. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, that was an issue. All right, and then I'm also finding out that what we're going to do when we get the cattle catcher is we're only going to worry about one side of this thing. So right now, let's just save ourselves some effort. We're going to go ahead and just right now cut it in half. So we're just going to make this piece right here all one nice little piece. And then we'll use this guy here to just clean it up, get rid of all that extra stuff. And I need this part. So go ahead and finish. And now we're going to yeah, because we've got this piece here, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay. In fact, we could probably cut this one in half too, but I don't think, yeah, let's go ahead and cut that one in half too. Yeah, sorry about the confusion. It is what it is. We'll just deal with it. So let's just see if I can do a quick fix on this one. We'll just offset this face, and we're going to go to, I can't do it. Let's have a 3, 1.5. No. 1.5. Let's go minus. Okay, so we're just going to cut that in half. We're only going to worry about this part. That'll make life so much easier. Now we'll go ahead and continue on with what we're doing. All right, we've got this piece. Now we need to do the one on the base. So what we'll do is we're going to use the mid-plane mode to establish a plane that's in the middle of this box. I'll go ahead and hide the body, the main trunk here, and then we'll go ahead and draw a triangle to give us some lead and direction where we're going to go. So we're going to come from here, go straight down 1.255, and then we'll extend out 1.624 straight out. We'll go ahead and yeah, that works. And then we'll go ahead, I'm not sure if we'll use this or not, but we'll go ahead and do this one too. There we go. And I should have here we go. Okay, so we've got this one done. Now, here we go. Let's go ahead and finish that part. It's just getting this down here. Now we're going to construct a plane that's offset, and we want to go the distance that we just said. Okay, so we're going to go down 1.255. And we can verify that it's correct by clicking on the right side and see that it's right lined up with it, perfectly right. Okay, and now let's go ahead and do some calculations here. We're going to go ahead and do a sketch on this path here. I want to go back to that view I had before, just to help us kind of keep things straight. And I want to project a couple of things here. I want to project this item down there below. I want to make sure that this line is projected so we have something to attach to. We need this line sent down so we know where to start from. And that should be good. We'll go ahead and hide that out of the way and go back to top view here. And now we'll go ahead and we want to start here and go up about 0.1. That's where we want our cattle catcher to come out away from the train a little bit, 0.1 here. And now we'll go ahead and draw a line straight across like this. Now let's go ahead and extend this line out. We'll go 0.25 will be our base of the that will work. And then we want to draw this line from here to there, and then let's go ahead and finish it from here to there, so we have one good triangle. Finish it up. And we should have two triangles here and here. Excellent. Now we'll go ahead and create a loft with a top triangle going to the bottom one, like that. And then eventually we're going to rotate this around and things. Let's take a look and see what it's like with the bodies. We will join that on eventually. So they're all together. We'll have these bodies here. Let's take a look at the right. Yeah, it does come away from it just like the thing. We might extend this one just a little bit later on, but that's okay. It's looking pretty good. It's looking really, really good. Okay, now we have to confront the problem of drawing on a plane that's not really straight. And so the tool we use for that is plane through two edges. So we're going to define it by this edge and this edge. We'll click OK. Now we have a plane that when we click on sketch, it's going to go kind of at an angle. It's a little bit difficult to see. We just have to trust it that we're looking at it correctly. Now we're going to draw a line real quick from here to the tip. Very good. We'll also need to project a plane right here while we're at it. Let's project this bottom plane. We may as well do this one too. Not so much the one on the end. Okay. Now, let's take and use this really cool tool. Like we did with the circular pattern with the tires, we're going to do a rectangular pattern here. Click on this part. We want to go in a negative direction, 1.4. That puts us out to the right, to the edge of this pattern. And then we're going to do 16 iterations. That seems to be the best. And then we just click OK. Now, because we did the projection, you can see as I hover over, each of these little bodies show up nicely. We're not going to do the last one here because we want the front cattle catcher to be nice and thick. So let's just make sure it worked before we go on. We may have to undo it and go. So if we select this one and that one, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just do shift just to make sure that it's working, that we had the right count. Come down here to the end. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. Okay, so we want to skip that first one, go here, right? Down here like this. Just double checking again. I know you guys watched the video, but there you go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish the sketch. And now we'll do an extrusion. Now, as I remember, we're going to go skip this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, it is a problem, isn't it? Ooh, darn. Okay, we have to back up then. Undo. Undo. Let's do that again. Yeah, I should have checked. Looks like we're going to have to go a little bit more. Let's try going 17. Okay, so we're going to go back to here, choose the rectangular pattern, click on this guy right here, go negative 1.4, and then let's try 17. And now that should do it. Not too bad to go back. I think I need to project this one here. That's why it wasn't doing it before. Okay, let's go ahead and finish the sketch. Now we'll go ahead and do the extrusion, skipping one, then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, let's go back to the back here. We're going to see what we could do. And this is really cool. I'm going to show the bodies here so you can see what's happening. If I were just to do a cut like this, okay, and we give this thing a distance of like 2 inches, it goes zipping through there. It's really kind of cool looking, right? If I had the bodies right here, it would also cut into these bodies. So a really cool feature, and I want to turn these off because I don't want them to become part of the body, is instead of doing distance, do to object, and then we just do to the back of the object like this. And it cuts to, but not any farther than that object. So now we have this really cool cattle guard on one side. And now we're going to put the other side. Makes it really straightforward. Okay, so here's what we do. We're going to come on to the other side here and choose in 3D mode. We're going to choose and modify, create, mirror, and just make sure that it's not faces, but it's set to bodies. And then choose the mirror plane to be this one right here. Click OK. There it is, join. And that's a pretty good looking cattle guard. Now, let's go ahead and show the second body here. And I wasn't sure I was going to do that or not, so I guess I didn't need to make that in half. Sorry about the confusion. Well, let's go ahead now and extend this guy back, the 1.5 that we took it out. Right here, just 1.5. And then what we're going to do is extend that side just a little bit, I think. Even though, yeah, we'll do just a touch because we want to bring this face into the cattle catcher to make it all one thing. Just a touch though. Okay, so we'll use the face, offset face again. This time we're going to just go 0.05. That's probably too much. Let's go back 0.03. Just a skosh like that. Now, if we look around, we can see that we've mended it and tidied it really nicely. It's all going to weld really well. So let's take this guy here. And remember at 0.03, we're going to undo what we did on the edge here in just a moment. So we'll go ahead and make this all one object like that. Now, just to fix that little problem that we did, I'm just going to come in here and adjust this face, offset it back 0.03 so that we're true to the drawing. You can offset this face as well, negative 0.03, and then we've got it. Okay, so that was the hardest part of the whole cattle catcher. I'm going to go ahead and put another part of videos at this point and let you go ahead and work on the rest. So at this point we're at the cattle catcher and the box that goes with it. Eventually we'll make that one part as well, but it's looking pretty good. It's looking really close to what the instruction have us do. At this point we're going to add lights and whatnot.